So we always knew this game is you got to get your hands dirty. If
Got
you
it.
want to play it, you got to get your hands dirty. Now I think it's much better. Cirrus is something no one saw coming. Including us, forget about us, including a friend or a family who was around us that time. I don't think anyone thought it would become this cult bar,
Right.
you know. "2009, I see one couple, I'm like, oh, and they're all so lovey-dovey. 2011, where's your husband? Oh, no, we divorced. Cops came in, whacked me twice, one on my hand, one on my face, dragged us straight out, put us into the waiting van outside,
Right.
chased out all the people,
Yeah.
took us straight to the station. You spend 10 crores on your bar.
Right.
When you want to sell it, you will get 1 crore for it. That's it. You will get 10% of your value. And if you're not doing 1 crore a month, there's no point in even running that business. If it's a 150, 200 seater. You know, Goa, the party never stops. Everybody's awake. They're all walking around. I'm in my small chaddi, nothing else. And I'm like, oh my God. I could chug that beer in 2 seconds. I still can about 3 or 4, but those days, 2 seconds. When I say 2 seconds, I mean bang, over. Beer over. You ask me who's getting divorced next, who's getting married next, before even Donald Trump knows about it, I know about it. It's like, but literally, I know all I'm always reading.
Today on the Vic Fix, we have got a man who helped shape Indiranagar's nightlife as we know it. Pramod Nanjappa started young, launching a signage business at 22 and then making the bold leap into hospitality. In 2008, he opened Cirrus, one of the first and most iconic bars in Indiranagar. Cirrus, along with Rewind, went on to define a whole new era of Bangalore nightlife. Across his 15 years in the game, Pramod has opened more than 15 bars and restaurants across Bangalore, Mangalore, and even Colombo. These days, he is running multiple cloud kitchen brands: Big Chow, Big Sushi, Big Wings, Happy Sardar, and Roll Bowl, and gearing up for his next big play, Boss of Sauce, a global sauces and dips brand. But beyond the resume, Pramod is known for his legendary drinking capacity, his unexpected sleepwalking adventures, his encyclopedic knowledge of world news, and of course, being a die-hard Amitabh Bachchan fan. We are diving into the highs and lows of nightlife, wild stories from behind the Cirrus doors, surviving curfews, police raids, cloud kitchens, and what it takes to reinvent yourself again and again. Pramod, welcome to the Vic Fix.
Thanks, brother. Always a pleasure.
Such a pleasure to have you
Thank
here.
you so much.
During my research, there was so much fun facts that came about you, which we will get in over the course of this episode. Like rewinding back to the start, at the very young age of 22, you started in the signage business.
Yeah.
What motivated you to get into that, and then how did the leap into hospitality happen?
So signage was very simple. It was my father's business since 1980. So I kind of organically joined it when I was 17. And 22, I started my own firm, signage firm, on my own.
Okay.
And which I ran for almost 20 years. Actually, no, a little more than 20 years. But hospitality, honestly, was my very close childhood friends, Amit and Ray, who came to me
Okay.
and asked me to join them, and they were planning to open. So the idea was completely theirs, and they came to me to open it, to join them,
Right.
to open it. And I just thought I had done 15 years of service in front of the bar. It was time to do some service from behind the bar. So that's how it all came together, and it happened very quick. And in 6 months, we opened Cirrus, actually.
Do you think there was a specific skill set that they saw in you which motivated them ki like, chalo, Pramod is a good fit
Besides
for
the
our
drinking,
business?
maybe I knew a lot of people in Bangalore.
Right.
Right, we are all old Bangaloreans. Everyone is a friend, from the DJs to the celebrities to all my classmates, friends, everyone. We knew a lot of people.
Right.
So one of like, in the bar business, you need some kind of contacts. You need some kind of social skills to be there.
Yeah.
So I think mine was, to answer the question, because the social skills only, nothing else. But yeah, they came to me. One was the funding, of course, and then it moved to how we can make Cirrus one of the first hotspots of Indiranagar, which was then there was only Beach and Take 5. There were only 2 bars in
Right.
Indiranagar then, and Indiranagar was not at all what it is now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So once we opened Cirrus, a year later, Toit opened, and from once Toit opened, of course, the doors opened, and Indiranagar now is the biggest F&B hub in Bangalore. For
yeah.
sure.
What was the reason for you to pick Indiranagar? Because see, it has, at that point of time, it was completely more a residential area, right?
Completely, actually.
Yeah, and you were foraying into this part of Bangalore, which was not explored on the F&B side.
Absolutely.
So what was the reason?
Well, there was only one F&B side those days, which was City Center. I don't think even UB City was there, or maybe just about there then. So there was only one absolute epicenter of F&B, which was UB City. Indiranagar was just about going commercial then. Shops were opening, little restaurants were mushrooming around town, and Indiranagar was our hub. We were all 3 of us, the partners, born, brought up in Indiranagar.
Got it.
So we knew everybody, and all age groups, we knew everyone. Between 3 of us, we knew everyone.
Right.
So it was the easiest start, because we knew at least the first couple of months, our friends, our family, people we know would start coming there.
Yeah.
But in a month or 2, we started realizing that people from even other places were starting to come to Indiranagar, which was never happening before that. But to Cirrus, it just happened literally over 2-3 months. I'm not giving it a long time frame of years. In 2-3 months, people from even Jayanagar or wherever started to come to Indiranagar.
Right.
And over 1 year's time, Indiranagar just became this hotspot. And then from there on, there was no turning back.
So considering that you were moving from the signage business and you're venturing into a completely...
I didn't move. That ran parallelly also.
Oh, that ran parallelly as well. Okay.
Because these 2 partners, they pretty much ran Cirrus initially.
Right.
I kind of joined a little later in the running part of it. Monday to Sunday, I'd be there every night. All 3 of us would be there every night. But full time, it took about a couple of months for me to really get into it full time.
Got it. And you were handling the operations.
I was handling the crowd, the people. The skill set was of mine, as like I said, the social part of it. The operations were run by them.
Right.
And of course, after about a year, I got into all facets of the business. But initially,
you started off on
to
the
bring
PR.
in the crowd, the PR.
Yeah.
Keeping just the start of social media then.
Right.
So keeping your Facebook active, who's playing tonight, who's playing tomorrow, those kind of things.
Right.
Between 3 of us, we handled everything.
Right.
So that's how we pretty much ran the place.
Over the first couple of years, were there any unexpected risks or any situations that you saw which taught you a little more about the business?
Besides the financial risk, your only other risk, I would say, is people management. That is fights.
Right.
Unnecessary altercations.
Yeah.
That is what you learn along the way.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to react to the crowd.
Right.
Bangalore is, everyone is somebody. In Guttala and Yaro, if they say you can't say anything, but you need to control those kind of people. So we used to kind of see immense things happening in the bars, from fights are the least of it. I mean, all women fights, 5 girls versus 5 girls, actually fighting in the bar, taking that fight into the bathroom. And how do you throw out? It's very tough to throw out.
Yeah, and you need a women bouncer.
You need a woman bouncer.
Right? Yeah.
Those days, women bouncers were not actually, started only in the last 10-15 years, because that time, 18 years back, there was no women bouncers.
Yeah.
There must have been, but we never had. And so fights and people arrogance, that was always a big problem, because you had, everyone is somebody, like I said in Bangalore. Everyone is somebody.
Yeah.
If they're either some politicians, PA's, nephew's, child's friend, or they're some police, cops, IAS, IPS kind of people. So you have to handle them, which was the toughest part. Keeping them happy at all times, bar shuts at 11:30, they walk in 11:45, you have to serve them.
Right.
So you need to figure how to, which took about a year for us to actually understand how to do it. And then we became pros at it. Once we got that 1 year of experience, we knew exactly how to handle and credit.
Right.
A lot of people come, drink for 15,000. Like I said, they know one of us,
Right.
invariably me, just get up and say, Pramod, if you don't mind, I'll come back tomorrow and pay. Initially, I would say, he's a friend of mine, right? I'm like, yeah, theek hai, bhai, you come tomorrow and you pay.
They would
never see them again. So these are all the little, the fun facts that you have to. Now it's a much more professional industry.
Of course.
Then it was very different. It was all on a, I won't say friendship based, but it was very socially.
Right. Because it was a small community and you
very small community. You know the Bangalore scene those days. There was about 500 people who partied.
Right.
There was 1% who went to the bigger bars, that is the premium bars.
Yeah.
And there was 1% who came here.
Yeah.
So the percent, I mean, it was 500 people. So literally at those days, there was, at one point of time, there was only 2 or 3 bars running. So it'd be Cirrus, and City Center, whoever it was those days, and that's it. There's no one else.
A lot of the old Bangalore boys still love Cirrus and they still talk about it, right? So Cirrus became a very iconic bar. What do you feel, gave it that status or, like made it stand out?
Very tough to say. I think when we started it, we never ever thought what it's going to become. None of us. I mean, we just started it to see what best it can do and hope we make money, and that was it. And of course, the free drinks, because the 3 partners, we drank for free. So those days, that was a very, 18 years back, free drinks was like God's gift. So I think what happened was, it was one of the first place of Indiranagar, number one. And Indiranagar at that time was transforming, like I said, into this hub of F&B.
Yeah.
So it was very coincidental also that as Indiranagar transformed, the most popular bar on 100 Feet Road happened to be, even 12th Main didn't exist then. It was only houses then.
Yeah.
Most popular bar was Cirrus for those many years. So we never expected it, but we saw that trend in literally, again, like I say, in 2-3 months, we saw this trend where initially it was friends and family. Friends and family can't, obviously, no one's going to come every day and give you business.
Yeah.
But we saw this trend where it started to change a bit, and there was people from outside, like I said, coming in. And the moment we saw outsiders entering our bar, we kind of knew we've hit it, because that's one of the biggest signs. Like, there was Opus those days, right? So Opus was Palace Road. We used to all go from Indiranagar to, we never thought it's far. We all went there.
Right.
So we never thought that would happen to us. But in a month or 2, we could see that trend. So Opus Sundays, in fact, we had the Sunday brunch for $3.99 those days, all inclusive food and beer, which is, I mean, I wish someone brings that back today. But $3.99, even in those days, was cheap.
Right.
I mean, now it's very cheap, but even in those days, $3.99, and we started at 12 and ended at 4. So 5 hours of unlimited beer, unlimited snacks, unlimited food.
Yeah.
So Sundays became, people would come to Cirrus 12 to 7.
And then
straight to Opus.
Yes.
And it used to be, number of messages I would get on a Monday saying, I curse you because you are not at work, because you lost a deal, blah, blah, including us. Mondays, in fact, we should take Monday off because it was impossible for us to work on Monday.
Right.
We'd start drinking at 12 and we'd go until 6 a.m. next day. So don't ask where we were from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m., but we were somewhere. But you know the old Bangalore, right? It was the good old days. To honestly answer that question, Cirrus is something no one saw coming, including us. Forget about us, including a friend or a family who was around us that time. I don't think anyone thought it would become this cult bar, And bars generally worldwide have this shelf life.
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years, some maybe 4.
Right.
There are very few, like let's say like an airlines hotel, or there are these places run for 40 years, 50 years.
Yeah.
But Cirrus had this 9-year long run, which was surprisingly very long.
Right.
And first 6 years we were on top of the world. Then of course, by the time the 6th year happened, there was about 100 bars in Indiranagar.
You're right.
We were number 3, and then there was 100. So if there's 1,000, 2,000 people coming to the bars,
right?
If you have 100 bars,
of course it
gets divided. Then so that was the start of us realizing that you can't just expect a bar to keep running only on its name. That was the start when we realized, that's when we started getting in bigger DJs.
Right.
And every
Got it.
day started having someone playing.
Yeah.
But what happens when you have big DJs, if I have Ivan on a Saturday and the next Saturday I don't have Ivan,
Right.
the people who came the last Saturday come this Saturday,
Yeah.
thinking there's again going to be
Yeah,
Ivan.
right.
So
Yeah.
they walk in and then they're like, oh, there's no real DJ playing here.
Right.
They leave. So initial Cirrus the music was played by Amit
Right.
or my friends or somebody who
Yeah.
played the music. There was no DJ,
DJ
at all. We'd have Ivan once in 3 months. We'd have Bachchan play once a month. That's how it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until DJ Rohit joined us around there and started
Yeah.
the ladies'
Ladies'
night.
night.
It just started as it wasn't any
Right.
plan.
Right.
It just started, and then that, of course, was the longest running ladies' night at Cirrus till the
Yeah.
end. Every Wednesday for 9 years, so which is a long time. After a point, the DJ started to make the place
Right.
more. So there was no more Pramod or Amit or Raymond. It became who's playing,
Right.
what's happening.
You're
Is it
right.
a ladies' night? Is it a brunch? Is it a DJ?
Yeah.
And that's when once that changed, the business also it started dictating the business. Right,
Got
so
it.
the DJ
Yeah.
dictated the business,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
But Cirrus was never originally designed to be like a DJ.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. In fact, we
Right?
used to dance. It was a neighborhood pub because those
Exactly.
days there was nothing, right?
You're
So it was a
right.
neighborhood bar with
Yeah.
dancing, of course.
With music.
So we'd
Yeah.
move out the tables. There
Yeah.
were tables right up till the DJ console. We had a
Correct.
small DJ console.
I
very
know.
small.
I remember.
You
Yeah.
have been there many
Yes.
times. And we'd move out the tables on a
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, and people would dance around.
Right.
But yeah, that kind of again organically just
Got it.
changed. And like I said, I think that I still feel that was one of the bigger mistakes we made.
Right.
We should have kept it as the neighborhood bar. It was still been running today.
Yeah.
8 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moment we moved it to this is when the game changed.
Right. Let's get into some interesting trivia. I was also
let's go.
having a word with Rohan Bopanna. Rohan told me that all the owners met their wives at Cirrus.
Rohan Bopana.
Yes.
I introduced his wife to him, by the way. The two partners, as Raymond and me, we met our wives in the year we opened. 2009, both of us met them, and I was married in 18 months later. He was married about 24 or 30 months later. Rohan met Supriya in 2011, I think. 2010. He met her, and Amit met many, but he didn't get married.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But yeah, it was one of those magical places actually, because you're talking about marriages. I've seen more breakups happen in Cirrus than anything else. When you run a bar for 10 years, 2009, I see one couple, I'm like, oh, and they're all so lovey-dovey. 2011, where's your husband? Oh, no, we divorced. I'm like, what happened? I didn't want to know what happened, but so we saw more breakups, by the way, than actual marriages. But yeah, it was just, I think we spent every day in Cirrus initially, and there was this whole lot of about 100 people, regulars,
who would hang out with you.
Who would hang out in Cirrus for at least 4 years. They were there, and I would know, like, it's Wednesday, Vix is going to be there, or so and so, or Mr. X and Mr. Y are going to be there. It was just, we always knew between the three partners, we knew who's going to be there on which day.
Got it.
So obviously they all met people there, and because you're hanging around, it was like school. You know how you're in school, you have these childhood sweethearts, it's like that. All of these Cirrus sweethearts, and many got married, many got divorced. Luckily, we are still standing tall, so good. And fingers crossed, it keeps going like this.
Amazing.
So yeah, it was great days. I mean, when I think of it, it's makes me, I won't say, it makes me emotional, and all the memories come flooding back.
Right.
It's just great days.
In the 9-year phase that you ran Cirrus, and it being at the center of Indiranagar, you would have also seen multiple phases of Bangalore nightlife wherein the curfew times kept changing, right? How did you handle this at Cirrus?
As soon as we opened Cirrus, the no dancing rule and the 11:30 rule came. Literally in the first 4-5 months of us opening. 11:30 was ridiculous in Bangalore. I think we're the only city in the world who has progressively gone backwards, because we are all the generation who started partying in the early 90s.
Right.
And it was the greatest days of Bangalore. So you would think if the early 90s were that good, 2025 should be, like a Goa, like a Bangkok or whatever. But it's the only city which went backwards. I don't know why. I guess there's no reason for it, but it just kind of they started these new rules. No dancing, which is the dumbest rule in the world, but I think it was connected to dance bars, and
Right.
they
Yes.
kind of clubbed both of them together. So no one yet knows why that was.
Yeah.
But so that happened in the first 6 months, literally. So we had to bring back tables onto the dance floor, which we used to have originally, and we would allow people only to dance around the table.
Yeah.
And 11:30, any old Bangalorean, whoever you know, would start partying only at 9 in the night.
Right.
Right. If I'm heading out at 9, bunch of friends, all of us, get ready and come out 9:30. 11:30, the bar shuts. So
Right.
that means 10:40 was your last order.
Yeah.
11:15, you have to clear out the place.
Yeah.
11:30 is when I have to shut.
Yeah. And everyone should be out.
Everyone should be out.
Right.
So it was a big hit for us because people stopped coming out. And that is when actually the Sundays, the brunches in Bangalore took off. That was the time.
Right.
Brunches in Bangalore in the early 2000s, etc. was never. Sunday
Yeah.
was the relaxed day.
Right.
If you're young, you're so hungover, you can't move. If
Yeah.
you're old, you have your family and you stay with them.
Yeah.
But the brunch started because of 11:30 rule. So all of us would go out 11:30, by 1 we're home, eat
Yeah.
an empire, all of
Right.
us home. Next day, you would see
Yeah.
hundreds of people ready to party.
Right.
So that's exactly how the brunches started actually in Bangalore. But yeah, it was the worst type to put
Right.
it, not just for us, anyone in the F&B industry, the worst. Because 11:30, I think even Mysore is open at 12. So it was one
Yeah,
of those,
at that point of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the stupidest rules. And if you remember those days, people would come from Chennai and Hyderabad to party in Bangalore overnight and go back.
Yeah.
They stopped coming because when this happened here, Chennai not so much, but Hyderabad started to open up.
Yeah, you're
In
right.
the late 2009,
Yeah,
10,
they started building their own
they
scene.
started building their own scene.
Yeah.
Once they started, Chennai also started it something 2015, and then the game changed. So Bangalore lost that tourist population we completely lost.
Right.
Now we're only dependent on our own people.
Correct.
Whereas
Correct.
those days,
Yeah.
there was a huge influx of tourists, not tourists or whatever, drinking tourism as we called it. They would all come into Bangalore Friday night, leave Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
So you lost that whole crowd because why would Hyderabad is as good?
Right.
Every place is as good now,
Yeah.
if not better.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a very sad time for Bangalore's nightlife on the whole. That's what I would say.
Sticking on the same topic,
Oh, you're still there. Okay, let's go.
there was one incident which I uncovered during my research wherein the manager and the owners were actually arrested as well from Cirrus. What happened?
You're reminding me of some. It started out well. Now it's going to the worst times. But it was this no dancing rule which actually caused
Okay.
this.
Right.
It was DJ Ivan playing, by the way.
Right.
So they had said no dancing, but we were kind of just, it was happening,
Right.
but on the side. It was happening on the side. But Ivan, of course, being who he is, we had about 500 or 600 people that day who came in. So it was pretty obvious that Cirrus is going to really blow that night.
Right.
And cops came in.
Okay.
I happened to be standing right at the door, whacked me twice, one on my hand, one on my face,
Oh.
dragged us straight out, put us into the waiting van outside,
Right.
chased out all the people,
Yeah.
took us straight to the station.
Huh.
But of course, the cops, all of us had a great relation. There was
Right.
no,
Right.
any business, especially bar business, you have to
Yeah.
have you can't be one of those who tell the cop, I am so and so, I'll take care
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
It was never like that. So
Right.
it was just one of those unfortunate days. We got caught, we got busted,
Yeah.
and we were taken straight to the station. And of
Right.
course, then they had to file the FIR. It was a court case which went on for 8 years. So we went to the court and we finally closed the case, and everything's
8
good.
years.
Yeah, it went on for 8 years, the case. So it was a running joke. Like between our three partners, we would go to the court and then go for a drink. That was our. So the wives also knew. Oh, they're going to court. These guys are going to get drunk and come
Yeah.
back. But yeah, it was very unfortunate. It shouldn't have
Right.
happened, but it happened.
But was it, I mean, at that point of time, did you ever feel like, this is, why did I even get into this business, Was it,
No, because I think, like I said, we had seen from the time of the club. If you remember the club, Nasir Bhai used to run the club. Was the pioneer of the business,
Yeah.
one of the pioneers. And he used to keep it open late.
Right.
And ever so often, you would see his two managers going to with the cops. And ever so often, the club would be shut. We'd
Right.
get some calls. Then those days there was no
Yeah.
mobiles, but you'd get some call, something
Yeah.
saying, "Today, bro, don't go to the club. It's shut because the cops are planning to raid."
Hmm.
So we always knew this game is you got to get your hands dirty. If
Got
you
it.
want to play it, you got to get your hands dirty. Now I think it's much better,
Right.
but those days you had to.
Got it.
So that was a game we were ready to play.
Yeah.
So even when this happened or whatever happened, it was never like, oh my God, we need to shut down. I don't think we can do this anymore. And my the Amit and Ray also were equally strong. So between three of us, none of us ever had this hesitation of taking this further.
Amazing.
We knew we could handle it. It's right up our sleeve and we manage it pretty well.
Amazing.
So you got to have that talent too
Yeah.
to run a bar. You can't just think, many have come, I'll do what I want.
Right.
Let's see what happens. But that's not the way. You got to be cordial to the cops, to the excise. You got to have a good relation with
Of
all
course.
of them. And that's
Yeah.
like any business, right?
Right.
You have to
Yeah.
do it that way. And that's how we did it. So it was never, to answer the question, we never thought about backing away ever.
Got it.
We only wanted to move forward and keep moving.
Yeah.
That was it.
Considering this amazing run that Cirrus had, when you finally had to close it down, what was the reasoning behind it?
Number one, shelf life. Because like I said, it had become a dancing space, etc. Right? So they all have a shelf life. If you're going to run a club, if you're like a so-called club, there is a shelf life worldwide. It's
Yeah.
not Cirrus, not any Tom, Dick and Harry. It is worldwide. Shelf life is 3 to 4 years.
Right.
We had a 9-year run, which is 2.5, 3x the shelf life. So we really knew that we had got more than what we could ever expect. We got.
Great.
So when we got the offer we didn't shut it down. We sold it actually to somebody else.
Right.
When we got the offer, it was so quick. The three of us sitting on the table, and it was literally in 15 minutes. That guy gave us a check, and that was it. We closed the deal and we were out of there.
Right.
If we did the deal on a Thursday, Monday we were out of there. The other one way to do it was to do up the place completely,
Right.
turn it around, etc.
Yeah.
But it had kind of, like I said, run its course. So
Right.
we could have shifted it.
Yeah.
We made a mistake actually. We could have relocated, maybe not, if not then, after 6 months or a year,
Right.
because the Cirrus name, it had a name.
Exactly.
It had a name.
Exactly.
But in today's world, if you look at a 21-year-old and you say Cirrus,
Hmm.
we have been shut 8 years. So they were
Right.
13 years old when we shut.
Yeah.
We have been open. We opened in 2008, so they were 2 or 3 years old when we opened. So there's no
Yeah,
connection for
you're
them.
right.
But
You're
at
right.
that time, if we had relocated and reopened, I feel that's the only mistake we made. We should have done that. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's part of the game, and we all kind of stopped F&B, stopped the bar business at that time at the same time.
Got it. Was it a mutual decision?
It
that
was
you guys
completely
took?
mutual, completely.
Okay. To stay away from the F&B for some time.
For some time. For
Right.
some time.
Yeah.
For some time. Now, one of my partners runs Dolphins, which is
Yes.
one of the
I've
most
been there,
epic
yeah.
places today in Bangalore. So
Yeah.
he runs that. So
Yeah.
he started after 6 years. He started the bar again.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
which is, you must go if you've been there.
No, I've
one of the
been
best
there.
places.
And this, I think, happened when Dolphins came up for sale. And
Right.
yeah.
Right. He
Superb.
kind of Dolphins again is a 48-year-old place.
Yes. Right.
So it came up for sale. He took it up and he converted it into this. I can't even explain. No one can explain. I don't
Yeah.
think even he can explain what that place is.
Yeah.
It's become. I mean, I'm there more than he is.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm there 3 to 4 times a week for sure. It's great food,
Yeah.
great rates, great music, and just great people around. But again, Bangalore's changed so much that your rates,
Yeah.
your music,
Yeah.
your food, it has
Correct.
to come together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the only way. I mean, still doesn't mean you're going to have a success, but that's the only way.
Yeah.
No one pays more than a certain amount for a drink anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 1% of crowd, but otherwise, no. It doesn't have that feel anymore. You walk into a place, you pay $2,000 for a large drink.
Exactly.
It's $3,000 for the bottle.
Yeah.
Why will you pay $2,000 for a
Right.
drink?
Right.
So that whole theory itself is out of the window now.
Yeah.
So if you look now, you have Dolphins, you have Bobs, you have Chinlung,
Yeah,
who are
quite
successful.
a few. Yeah.
But their rates are low.
Correct.
Everybody is following this policy. Unless you're a Mirage or whatever, you can't do that because your overheads are so high.
Yeah.
So that's the way Bangalore right now. Who knows? 2 years later, it might change again. But right now, that's the way forward if you want to get into the bar business, for sure.
Now let's talk about another place that you ran very successfully, which was Rewind.
Rewind, yeah.
Okay. Rewind had a retro feel, but also leaned on food.
Yes.
Why did you push food, so strongly and aggressively in a drinking-led scenario?
Well, in Cirrus too, we had amazing food. But like I said, the moment Cirrus swung the club way, the whole food, I mean, everyone knew we had great food, but no one would come to really eat.
Right.
If you look at any successful bar today, it should be about 40% should be food sales. Because if you're only depending on alcohol, it doesn't work.
Correct.
And repeat customers will come for your food.
Right.
Because I can get a beer in pub A, pub B or pub C, right?
Yeah.
But I may not get the prawn gyros which Rewind had in these other pubs. I have to go here if I want that.
Right.
So that's something we consciously thought of and did actually. We had some great Mangalorean cooks. So when we started, we knew exactly what we wanted. It wasn't a fluke.
Okay.
We knew we needed great food along with the booze. It wasn't great booze along with food.
Yeah, it's a staple, I think.
It's a staple. Today it's a staple.
Yeah.
Those days it was not so much. Those days if you had a pub with great music, blah, 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 food was just a byproduct. But Rewind, and there's about 2011 when we opened, it was just, Bangalore was just changing then and realizing that food is also a very important factor. So not that you had bad food in other pubs, but we had specialty food.
It was never the center.
It was never the center. Yes.
Yeah, right.
So in food also you have people coming for lunch.
Yeah.
Right. They may have one beer and have a nice lunch. So your billing increases.
Yeah.
Everything increases. Your repeat value becomes way higher. So we realized that food is a must. You have to have it. And that's how Rewind actually became successful, because the food was what drew back people there.
Pramod, so then tell me this, you, Amit and Raymond have a great equation. I think you guys have been childhood friends as well.
Friends, we still do.
All the venues that you opened have all been done together, right?
Always. All till 2018, 19, till we shut and we all moved our separate ways.
Yeah.
That is when we kind of, each one did their own thing. But till then, we did it together.
Okay.
So Amit is my classmate's brother. We are best friends since 1990.
Right.
And Raymond and Amit were classmates, best friends. I know Raymond since we're all young.
Yeah.
So there's a big age gap, a 6-year age gap between us. But we were always close.
Got it.
So the camaraderie was there anyway.
Right.
Business was just a byproduct. It was never about the business. It was more about how three of us worked together. And we did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
We really worked well together. And of course, we opened a brand called Chettiar's, which was a Chettinad cuisine.
Okay.
Of which we had 11 branches. That kind of went belly up around 2013, 14.
Right.
It was doing very well.
Right.
And then it started to tank a bit.
Okay.
We shut down all of them. We lost a lot of money there. A lot of money. When we lost the money, shut the last thing, Swiggy came into the market doing home delivery by other. We all had our own delivery boys.
Right.
If Swiggy was there 1 year before,
Yeah.
believe me, Chettiar's today would have had 100 branches, and I kid you not, it was doing that well.
Right.
But logistically, to have delivery boys for each place,
Got it.
there were so many issues, like little issues. Swiggy would have solved, not Swiggy, food platforms, delivery platforms would have solved 99% of our problems. But yeah, that was the only regret I have.
Are you planning to bring Chettiar's back or anything along these lines?
Food, I'll bring back any day. Bars, please do not even ask me. I will never step into a bar only to drink. I will never open a bar again in my life. The thing is, people see the glamour, they see the glamour, basically, right? It's such a glamorous job. If you look at politicians, actors, sportsmen, they're all in the F&B industry also.
Yes.
They've all put in money in these.
Yeah.
Because it's great. It's a great feeling if tomorrow you say, oh, I went to Cirrus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, that's my place, bro. That straight away you have this pride, running through you.
Yeah.
But mistake people make, I think, is if it costs 1 crore to open a place, people think you put in that 1 crore and that's it. But it's the running cost which kills you.
Absolutely.
The capital is the least of your problems. You can get 10 friends, each of you put 10 lakhs, open the place.
Yeah.
The running cost is about, in today's world especially, it average about 2 lakhs a day. Right? It's 2 lakhs a day average. So if someone says, I'm doing 40 lakhs, you're thinking, oh, 40, 45 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs a day, bro, he's doing. His running cost is 60. That means he's running on a 15 lakh loss. So in 6 months, you have spent more than your capital in 7 months. More than
but
your
this
capital.
you are talking about of a place with the seating capacity of around 300, 350, right?
No, that's more.
Yeah.
More. I'm talking about even any place. You 150 seats.
Right.
Will be about 1.5 to 2 lakhs running cost a day. It's terrible, the running cost, because you have staff, you have rentals. Rentals, you know, today there is no place you get. You know, when we started Cirrus, we were paying 1.8 or something a month. Rewind, we are paying 95,000 rent. You're not going to get any place like that. Number one. Number two is license cost. License costs you 4 lakhs a month to rent. So the cost is so high, and then your stock and food cost and staff, rentals for your staff accommodation, it's very high.
Right.
So people don't realize that behind the glamour, there's this huge cost which you incur. And if you're not doing 1 crore a month, there's no point in even running that business. If it's a 150, 200 seater, I'm talking about.
Right.
Because 1 crore also will give you what, bro? 20, 25% profit.
Yeah. You're right.
So you'll make, but if you don't hit that, you'll be doing 15, 20% loss a month.
Of course.
Which can kill a person. I've seen the biggest of people who think and I mean, those days we used to talk about 1 crore, 2 crores. Today it's 10 crores to open a bar.
Yeah.
So I would only say, if you're ever opening a bar, don't put your life savings into it. Put 20% or whatever, right? So even now, even as of today, if I'm ever raising money from someone, I would always say, put what you don't expect back, in the sense, right? If you have 100 rupees, if you feel you can only give 10, give it. Don't put 100. There's no point. People, in fact, would put 100, then take a bank loan of 50 and put 150 to the business. That's and there's no resale value of a bar. Zero.
Right.
You spend 10 crores on your bar.
Right.
When you want to sell it, you will get 1 crore for it. That's it. You will get 10% of your value. So it's not even like real estate where, you know, you...
Correct. It
after
appreciates.
4 years, you say, just sell it, boss, not work out. It's gone. The place is gone. Your money is gone. You are gone. So it's a very, very treacherous business. You have to really be careful.
After spending around 15 years now in the F&B space, how did the pivot happen towards cloud kitchens?
Cloud kitchen was COVID.
Okay.
Basically, it happened. I mean, the whole concept came up during COVID. I don't think I was the only one. During COVID, everyone who had my Appa cooks well, my Tata cooks well, my Party cooks well, I'm going to get on Swiggy and I'm going to sell food.
Right.
Everyone thought about it.
Yeah.
80% got into it also. But which is sad to say, now cloud kitchens are out. Again, one more thing, I'm only giving morbid replies, but cloud kitchen is also now the worst business to get into. So do not get into that business.
Why is that? Yeah.
Because the food platform takes way too much money.
Yeah, that's right.
They take 30%, if you count with GST, they take 30% flat of your product. Number one. Then you give discounts.
Yeah.
Then you have to give ads to even come up.
Got it.
Know, if I just search, let's say Indian, I need my brand to come up here.
Correct.
Right. Because the general thing is I will choose from the first 5.
Yeah.
Whatever I see there, quickly choose. Right. It's quick food.
Right.
So you need to spend on ads, discounts, banners. So by the time you actually take your money out, they're taking out 50-55%. You're getting 45%.
Right.
Now, if your product costs 100 rupees, food cost is 30.
Yeah.
Swiggy is taking 55, that's 85% gone. Then you have rent, staff.
Yeah.
Absolutely no problem.
Right.
Again, you need to hit it. If you're a cloud kitchen, you need to be doing 20, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs. It's okay. If you're doing 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, which still sounds good from a small kitchen, doesn't work. You will lose. But that's how I pivoted to that business.
Right.
I was one of the early movers. So we were still okay.
Yeah.
And we're still in the market and we're doing well. We opened a couple of brands and I do a lot of corporate catering from the same kitchens.
Right.
So that's the only way it works. If you open just one brand, one kitchen, very, very difficult.
Yeah. And which brands are you currently running now?
I am currently running a couple of brands, but Big Chow is my biggest brand right now. Chinese. When I say Chinese, I don't mean high level, mid level.
Yeah.
Cheap, what they call cheap Chinese in the business.
Yeah.
Which is a huge gap in the market. When you say gap, there are many players, but there's always place for more.
Right.
Chinese, any food which sells a lot, there's always place for one more because it's not, you think it gets saturated, right? It's the opposite.
You're right.
The more it's selling, the more you can kind of come in.
Yeah.
So Big Chow is my highest.
And this is specifically around the Indiranagar area.
Indiranagar, Kamanalli.
Oh, Kamanalli as
well. But right now I'm using that more to concentrate my corporate.
Let's talk about this new venture that you're planning on coming up now, which is Boss of Sauces.
Boss of Sauce, yes, my dream venture.
How did you come up with this idea?
Oh, well, I love sauces, number one, all my life. Anything I eat, I have to have sauce on the side.
I dip. Yeah.
I have to have. So those days it used to be your Kisan tomato sauce. Then slowly, what is that called? Maggi hot and sweet.
Yeah.
I still today have them in my house. I have to have a boy. If you ask my mom, every time she does her grocery shopping, I don't live there. But even today, she'll make sure one bottle of hot and sweet is in that house.
That hot and sweet was epic here because even the ads.
Oh yeah, those ads, exactly. Javed Jaffrey and great ads. About 4 years back, I decided why not I start my own sauce brand. That I spoke to my Chinese chef, Big Chow chef, who's a very senior chef, and I told him, can we make our own sauces? He said that we can make Chinese, this Szechuan, the usual sauces. So I was quite clear that I wanted a global range of sauces, not Chinese, not European. I wanted a global range.
Yeah.
Obviously, to make that, you need a complete setup, etc. So I happened to find this company, it's an American firm, who also have a base in Bangalore. I happened to find them over a drink at Bangalore Club, and I had a chat with him, and he said, come to me, let's see what you want. And I gave him my list of sauces. So over 2 years, I did this huge R&D with him, got it all till manufacturing stage. And the only reason I've not yet taken it forward is it's a very, not a volatile market, it's a very capital consuming market, right? You can't, launching it is very simple.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the shelf and 1 year later you'll ask me what happened, bro, to your sauce. I'll be like, all gone south. Yeah. So it's a very capital consuming market. You need to first is manufacture.
Right.
Then you need logistics.
Yeah.
Then you need advertising, which is the key. From your Google ads to your social media, Instagram, wherever, you have to be there. And that doesn't cost, you need to spend lakhs and lakhs a month to be present. Then there's people trying, tasting, liking, not liking, that's second.
Right.
So that's where I got jammed about a year ago. So I told myself I will start it, but only once I raise a particular amount of funds. So right now I'm in the process of doing that. So anyone there wants to help me out, please give me a call. But yeah, so it's called Boss of Sauce. So unique name, and I always have kept that name for a while now.
In Boss of Sauces, what do you think is your standout killer flavor that you want it to be known for?
Right now, we have a sauce called the Korean gochujang. Korean food, Korean TV, as you know, worldwide is a big thing now. I don't watch any of them, but it's big. But the Korean gochujang sauce you will love it. It's spicy, it's a little sweet, but it's absolutely amazing. You can mix it with rice and eat it, or you can have your pizza or samosa or anything. So it's one of those amazing sauces. And obviously, I have my barbecue range, habanero range, Szechuan, Asian sweet and spicy. But this is this one. And I have 2 Indian hot sauces, a Chettinad hot sauce and a Mangalorean hot sauce.
Oh, wow.
Which is again great. But the Korean gochujang will be the killer sauce.
Let's also talk about your affinity with films. Okay, we know that you're a massive Amitabh Bachchan fan.
Amit
How?
Ji, as I call him, yeah.
I think all his movies, all his dialogues, all his songs. How?
Yeah, all his movies, all his dialogues, all his songs, all his movies, the year, if you just maybe
when
a
they're released.
year, I know, the movie's name, I know the year it released. Of course, pretty much 80% of the population were Amitabh Bachchan fans those days. But mine went a little extra, and for me, it's still, he's the biggest, I can't call it a crush, but the biggest, what do you call it? Idol ever for me, yeah. Even today.
How did this happen? How did this
I don't know. Since I'm 5 years old. Since I'm 5 years old. In fact, we went for a movie once with my aunt, who still remembers the story, my mom's best friend. And as we came out of the movie, she said, by the way, do you know Amitabh Bachchan died after that? We left just before. He actually died in the movie. And I hit her, as in, I was 5 years old, jumped on her and started to hit her, and I took it so badly until my mom had to yank me off and say she's joking. I couldn't take it. It was one of those. Even today, the day something happens to him, I'll be going to Bombay and I'll be there at that funeral procession. Definitely. That's how much he is. Diwar I watched 200 times. And I didn't watch Sholay till I reached college. I didn't watch Diwar till I reached college because he dies in it. I couldn't watch. And I knew he dies in it. So I couldn't watch college. Not when I was 8, 9. When I watched Diwar, I think I was 15 or 16.
Wow.
Yeah. So and still, if I put down that tape now and I see him dying, I'll start crying. Or I'll walk away from the room.
Pramod, also while carrying out my research, right?
This great research I want to know about, but
Pramod, also while carrying out my research, right?
This great research I want to know about, but
your cousin told me that
Mr. Bopanna,
you have been sleepwalking since childhood, and there is a legendary Goa incident that I definitely need to ask you about.
Some things are best left unsaid, but since you've asked, I've been sleepwalking since I'm a child, literally since I'm 2-3 years old. It's a family thing. My mother sleepwalks, her father used to sleepwalk, and it's completely hereditary. But to cut to the story of Goa, I was sleeping in the room, and couple of friends were there, and all of us in different rooms or whatever, and I had this dream that someone's coming to beat the shit out of me. It's a true story, right? I'm dreaming and this guy's come. So in my dream and in reality, instead of fighting, I've run for my life. Okay, so here in my dream, they have come, I have bloody run. I have run about 1.5 kilometers and I've escaped these people.
Okay.
But around that time, I woke up. When I woke up, I was next to the Baga Coffee Day. Okay, which is on the Baga Road. Coffee Day is here, and my hotel is somewhere here. Literally 1.25 kilometers between Coffee Day and...
You have run in your sleep.
I have run across the hotel, the pool, outside onto the road to Coffee Day.
Full speed.
Full speed. I've woken up at Coffee Day. And I'm tired because I've run. And I'm looking at, Goa. The party never stops. Everybody's awake. They're all walking around. I'm in my small chaddi. Nothing else. And I'm like, oh my God. So I still call it the walk of shame. I covered my face and I just kept my head down and walked straight back to the room.
How long back was this?
This is 15 years ago. Around 15, 16 years ago. But it's not stopped. I still sleepwalk almost every day, and because my wife's there, when she sees me moving, she taps me and I sleep again. But if I'm traveling or in a hotel somewhere alone, I've still done it. Even today, I've done it. Like got out of my room, gone down to the reception and woken up only over there. When they're asking me a question, I've woken up there. So it still happens. And there's no cure, by the way. To answer your next question, there is no cure. Unless someone hypnotizes me, but there's really no cure for sleepwalking.
Yeah.
If someone has, put it in the comments and tell me. I will try it and tell you. But yeah, but a lot of people say it's stress. But like I said, what stress will you have as a 3-year-old kid or 4-year-old kid or whatever?
Right.
So maybe stress induced, but still, this is hardcore sleepwalking.
But have you never had any episodes wherein you have felt that someone's like hitting you or beating you, and then when you wake up, you're actually like, beating them? Or
quite a few times. I've thrown things across the room, like because during a fight, in my head I'm fighting, so broken things. And of course, once my wife woke up in the middle of the night saying, "It's me, it's me, it's me," and when I woke up, I had my hands on her throat, and it was someone else in my dream. I'm like, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you." Even till today, a lot of friends say I did that on purpose, but Smith, I didn't do that on purpose. She's the love of my life. I'd never do that. But yeah, it was. I'm capable of anything other than violence. So yeah, to answer that question, violence, I don't think I've really, maybe 1 or 2 incidents, but it's more just an extension of my dream. Whoever's seen it is always in disbelief. Always. My own uncle, I've kind of jumped on and started punching him. Literally my Rohan's mother's brother, actually.
Yeah.
If you ask me till today, if we ever say his name is Vicky Mama, he's also Vicky Mama, can we share the room? He'll be like, "You come close to me, I'll beat you." So it's like, so yeah, it's just something, I don't know. I can't stop it, obviously. So yeah, it's also fun when you hear the stories next day.
Of all the spirits, okay, which one is your favorite?
Very tough question, but I would have to give it to beer.
Hands down, beer is what?
Reason being, there's a reason for it. I can't drink hard liquor in the day. So, and I love day drinking.
Right.
So pretty much that's how beer became my go-to drink, because that's beer is almost like juice, as they say,
Yeah.
So, and vodka and gin, I can drink, but I prefer either beer, whiskey, rum, the darker liquors. But beer is my. I can drink it like it's food. Like it's food. Breakfast, give me a beer, I will have the beer.
Right.
It's like that.
Again, during my research, what I found out was that there was this point wherein you had, offered someone that if they could beat you in drinking, then, they would get like an entire years of liquor free. I think you're known for your legendary drinking skills.
Not a good thing to be known by, but yes, I'm a Kurgi, so that straight away I have this 50% gene which can give you that drinking ability. But yeah, I could outdrink in my good days. I can outdrink a lot of people. But going to your story, it started in college. We used to go to this bar called Sellers, if you remember, Sellers, and which was again an amazing bar. We used to all hang out there very often. And we'd go in there when that owner used to be doing puja, and we'd tell him, he'd be like, "Sir, at least let me finish puja and then come." "No, sir, we'd sit in the side, you finish and come." And he'd literally give us the aarti and the thing and all, we'd do, and then only start. So over there, it was my Baldwin classmates. We had Vinod and all those guys. I mean, you know all of them. We would go to the neighboring table and say, "Bottoms up competition."
Vinod
Ratnam. We're all classmates, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know
classmates.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all classmates. So we would go up there and say, "Bottoms up, whoever wins pays the bill." Or 500 rupee bet. $500. 1993, 94 was like today's 25,000. A lot of money, man. $500 we could really. So we would go. I could chug that beer in 2 seconds. I still can about 3 or 4, but those days, 2 seconds. When I say 2 seconds, I mean bang, over. Beer over. So these dumb guys would come with, they'd put their big guy, "Yeah, I got this." He would come, I would sit there. Before it's coming out of his mouth and nose, by the time I finished, $500 is right there, put it in our pocket. And it's not once or twice, sir. We do this a couple of times. We'd earn some money to pay our full bill of the day. That's how much we would do it. So yeah, these are all my rascal classmates, but I was but fantastic days, There's no better days of Bangalore than the mid-90s till about mid-2000s.
Yeah.
The best days.
So the gravitation towards F&B was going to happen sooner or later.
It was bound to happen. It was just I needed the right guidance and someone to say this, come on this way, and which Amit and Ray did, and they took me towards the right spot. But I would have always loved to run a bar. So operations of a F&B is still the toughest job in the world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So it was thanks to them I started, and that's how I got into. Even though I stopped the B part of it, the F has continued, and that's what has kept me going for a few years now.
Right.
So
if you weren't in the F&B space, what would you envy? I mean, of course, I think probably you would have continued with the initial,
So just to add, we also run a company called Buzzin' On, which is we're in the event space for the last 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So my wife, me, and another partner, Ajay, three of us run this. We do experiential events.
Great.
So we have food festivals, shopping festivals, beer festivals, spirit festivals.
Amazing.
So we've been doing this over 15 years now, a little less than that, but almost around that.
Right.
So that's one of our main businesses even today. And in fact, September 21st is our next Great Indian Brew Festival at Eco World, Bellandur. So live bands, food stalls, beers of Bangalore. So it's got from your Toits and Guys, Red Rhinos, etc. to Kingfisher, Budweiser. So we've got 15 brands of beer.
Nice.
So you can taste all the beers under one roof. Great. I mean, so events is a space. So again, it's an extension of my personality. I think there's more to do with that. The F&B, events, advertising, etc. Whatever we do is an extension of my personality more than anything else.
Right.
So that's what keeps me in good stead over here because, but if I didn't do this, I think my parents would still be giving pocket money and I'd be just living off their money and that's it. So I mean, I think I always wanted to do something to do with people. And all the business I mentioned are absolutely people oriented. So that was always my dream.
One last final rumor that I want to confirm.
Okay, go.
You are always updated about what's happening in the world. Be it like all kind of news, be it like celebrity news, be it like sports news.
Celebrities and sports news. I am on top of the game like nobody else. Sports, I'm not even a sportsman.
Yeah.
I play some sports here and there, but I've never been, not even good. I've been terrible in sports all my life. But I love knowing about, again, I think it goes to people.
Right.
I love knowing about famous people.
Yeah.
So you ask me who's getting divorced next, who's getting married next, before even Donald Trump knows about it, I know about it. It's like, but literally, I know I'm always reading. I'm on Twitter a little bit. I'm on these news channels. I'm just checking who's doing what, and I keep myself up to date. And whoever asks a question, in that room, I will know what's happening. You ask me about real people, I may not know, but the celebrities, I will know. So it's a party trick. That's all I can say. It's just something I kind of read up on, but I don't read it to be telling others.
Yeah.
Did you hear
just for your information?
It's just my own.
I think I can just tie it to the fact that your brain never sleeps.
Yeah, must be.
And you just want to consume information as much as possible.
I think so. But why do I consume dumb information? I don't know. But that's the way it works.
Pramod, once again, thank you so much for coming on the Vic Fix.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Little too much, I think, but
I think one of the things that really drives you is staying curious, right? And thank you for showing us that staying curious can be so much joy, so much fun. And you know, along your F&B journey, we have also seen how you have evolved. You have also known when to like walk away from concepts.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending your time.
Thank you so much, brother.
I
just want to say, I've been watching a podcast for the last many episodes and you're doing a fantastic job. I think this is just the beginning and you're going to, the next time I ask for interview, you're going to be like, sorry boss, too busy. But thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really
I'm
nice.
glad that, you know, like Supriya and Rohan also like, you know, they helped me with some of the questions. So, otherwise those stories would never have
That's why I was wondering, how do you get these stories? What's going on? But now I know the source. I'm like, okay.
Super. Once again, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really nice.